Sad to the Bone is another very underrated yokai from what I've seen. I really like his design, and I'm not quite sure why. Maybe it's the face, maybe it's the blue wisps that go surprisingly with the bone white, or maybe it's something else that I'm not realising right now. He has a funny name as well. But is he any good? Let's see. Sad to the Bone has some pretty awkward stats that don't go too well with his moves. He has really bad strength but amazing defense. He's scouted specifically to guard more since his stats show he's supposed to be a tank, but this completely goes against everything else he stands for. Sad to the Bone is an offensive yokai through and through. Not only does he have a strong Columns ultimate and a strong attack, he also has one of the best skills in the entire game. Bone Shaker is stupid good. It hits the yokai behind the target for 5 times the damage. For example, if Sad hits a yokai for 100 damage, the one behind will be hit for 500. No wonder his strength is so bad. If it was any good, he'd be unstoppable. Luckily, there's no way we can make the base stat any stronger without equipment, right? Right? Well, my friends, let me reacquaint you with a yokai named Koalanyan. It's been a while, so let's recap. Koalanyan's skill, Switcheroo, swaps all yokai's strength and defense when he gets hit. This includes hitting on Peerless. You can lead with him, get him hit immediately, then switch out. This means that Sad to the Bone ends up with an incredible strength stat that he can use to absolutely obliterate opponents. Sad to the Bone is one of the absolute most powerful attackers in the entire game because of this. Sure, you need the setup with Koalanyan, but there are other yokai like Urnfield and Slumberhog that also work incredibly well around him, so that's something you can really build around and make amazing use of, which is why this is one of the strongest team archetypes in the game. Sad to the Bone also works incredibly well with the strategy I haven't talked about in a while, Double Brutals. It's very easy to force your opponents into a safe column with Double Brutal, and from there Sad can easily break through them. This combo doesn't use Koalanyan because of Brutal, but Sad still does amazing damage without it via Bone Shaker. There is one fatal issue with Sad to the Bone though. His offensive capabilities are hindered greatly by the fact that, as I mentioned earlier, he is always that bit more likely to guard. This is why you should pair him with either Numbskull or Carniboy to get the most out of him. Numbskull's skill, Forgot to Guard, is usually totally useless because Shielding Soul trumps it. However, in this case, it is incredible to pair with Sad because it means he's more likely to attack. Of course he can still use his technique and Inspirit, but especially if he's rough, removing the option to guard really helps him out and he will be very likely to attack on his turn. As for Carniboy, he just raises the chances to use their physical attack. Shade is a pretty bad type and hard to fit on the same team as Sad, but it is worth trying to do because it can be very helpful. And it can also support yokai like Urnfulfilled, who are also more likely to guard, and also work brilliantly on Switcheroo. One more point is that he is countered by Stealth Soul. This is the only case in which you should put a Stealth Soul yokai behind your tank because they won't be hit by Bone Shaker. Sad to the Bone is an amazingly strong attacker, albeit he does have his flaws. He is a bit matchup dependent to work well, but he is definitely worth it. What do you think of Sad to the Bone? Let me know in the comments and have a good day.